Right guys, welcome back to the Full Send GP podcast. Today we are doing our Zandvoort predictions. We're quite happy now. We're back. We're
Finally
back. We're actually back. We've got some energy. We're rejuvenated. We've been on holiday.
Well, if you've seen the channel, we've actually done quite a few videos as well, haven't we?
Yes. So we've actually been doing probably more than we've ever done when there's meant to be a break, which I don't really know
When
how...
there's no race week, what you're meant to do.
Exactly, yeah. Well, you went to another racetrack, so you were already having PTSD or whatever. You were just crying, mate. You were just crying.
I needed it.
But yeah, no, we've got the Zandvoort, obviously, predictions today, which I've had a quick look. There could be some weather on the way.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it might be raining every single day.
We need a bit of rain.
Bit of rain is off
in the UK in general, anyway.
Yeah,
but also for a race week. When was the last?
What, the rain? Oh, Jesus! Because
there was hints in Miami, weren't there? But it didn't ever come, did it? Yeah.
Well, every race was saying that there was going to be rain, but there was never rain.
No.
And then, so I don't actually know.
We definitely had a full wet race, have we?
Don't think so. I think there's points where everyone thought there was going to be, but I swear they just went on dry tyres.
Yeah.
Which is a joke. But like I say, with Zandvoort though, we've got if it is raining, and it's just off the coast, the rain's going to be picking up with the wind.
Yeah.
Driving conditions are going to be very, very hard.
We haven't had Zandvoort in the wet yet, have we?
I think we have.
Yes, we did. Because we had a race with loads of carnage as well. I've just flashed back to again. That is turn 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the sort of the four, the curve.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember some carnage coming out of there. Leclerc and Hadjar come to mind.
Leclerc's not normally that good at this track, to be honest. I will say.
Well, he's not in my predictions. That's probably there's a spoiler for you.
That's a shame, isn't it? We want Ferrari to do well. But no, yeah. So. I'm trying to think what happened. Like, this track is a bit of a weird one. Max has dominated it throughout most of the whole life of it since coming back.
Since it came in, that was Red Bull and Max dominance anyway, wasn't it? So obviously, we might see more this weekend in terms of a change. Obviously, we've got hopefully a good title battle on our hands. So we've got still Mercedes, you expect to still be there. Yeah. Ferrari will be up there. McLaren will be in and around it as well. And maybe even Red Bull as well. So I think we've got... It lends itself to a good race, just hopefully we can get quite a lot of overtakes done as well. And like you say, if the weather has a factor in it as well, it should spice it up a little bit. Yeah,
so we've got quite a few upgrades as well coming from teams. Obviously, so Aston Martin, they're bringing more engine upgrades.
Yes.
And that's the main thing, because obviously they've done all the aero package in Hungary. Now they're bringing the engine upgrade. Ferrari, I believe, are bringing an engine upgrade as well, which is meant to add 15 horsepower, and I believe they're bringing another aero upgrade.
That doesn't sound a lot, does it? But actually, in this terms of how close
small percentages wins your races, it's stuff like that. It's quite crazy how much of a difference. Then McLaren, I believe, are meant to be bringing more of an aero upgrade as well, which could apparently say 2 to 3 tenths.
That's huge. That is.
And Mercedes,
at this sort of track as well, that's what you want.
Yeah, if you get 2 to 3 tenths on a small circuit, on such a short circuit, you never know where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
But then Mercedes saying they're bringing a small upgrade as well. So upgrades are coming.
Yeah.
So I don't fully know what's going to happen.
And you guys might know more when you see this, because this will come out on the Wednesday before the race weekend, on the Saturday, Sunday. Filming it a week in advance.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Again, you're going to see a lot more probably the media stuff on Thursday into Friday, and then get practice in terms of a gauge of where teams are going to be.
Yeah.
Which will either help us out and we'll get really excited for the weekend, or actually we realise how poor these predictions are once more, that we've done them so early that everything changes.
And being a sprint race weekend, it's just carnage. So the teams aren't going to be able to develop their upgrades
and test them out in practice.
Yeah. Not to say, because they've had like the free practice sessions, they can optimise the parts, can't they? And think, okay, they can put different ride heights, they can do this and that, they can do different little settings with little sensitivities on the car. But considering you have one practice session, this could be carnage, and we want carnage. We've had some good races. Zandvoort's normally a good racing track. So this time we could have a great race. And I think for sprint pole, so we're going to get straight into it. Come on then. Sprint pole.
We've hyped this up enough now. Last time we did this was Spa, and Spa was horrendous.
I know. I really hope it's a good race. But just to let you know, guys, quickly, just before we get into sprint pole, we're not doing a live stream this weekend because Matt, you're on holiday.
I'm away, this weekend. So the second time this happened this season, but we've looked at both our calendars, haven't we? I think this is the last race week this season where we won't be doing a live stream. So obviously tune into the next one. We'll be putting out on our socials a lot more often now. And obviously trying to get it also linked into Twitch as well and a few other platforms as well, just so we could try and gain some momentum from that sort of things as well.
Yeah, definitely. There was one. There might be another one down the thing, but there was another one where basically there was a golf day going on, and I was like, okay, it's on this weekend. And I was like, okay, Azerbaijan weekend. I was like, oh no, Sunday. I was like, okay, but then the date of the Sunday, and I was like, the race is 26th, but the thing was saying 27th. I was like, sure, who's messed this up? They messed up in the group chat. Azerbaijan's on the Saturday. The race is on the Saturday.
What?
Yeah, basically they put it on the Saturday for apparently Azerbaijan have like a national holiday on the Sunday, so they've done it in accordance to that.
Wow.
So basically the actual race is on the Saturday, which works perfect for me.
There we go.
So like it's just all working around me, which is great. But yeah, like guys, we're not doing a live stream, but like I say, we're doing the same sort of stuff. We'll do the predictions, we'll do our
recap, which will probably be filmed on the Wednesday, so it might be out a day or so later than usual.
Yeah.
But again, we'll be getting straight back into it, ready for the next race week as well.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So then I've gone for the sprint pole, because I get to go first this week. And also, someone who always gets sprint pole, basically. I'm going to go for Kimi Antonelli. I mean, I don't even know.
You might as well just copy and paste. They've stayed for 6-7 minutes now, and then you're just like, same old.
Yeah, because the thing is, I just don't know, because like I just said, the upgrades are coming from everyone. I'm just worried, they're like, yes, the upgrades are coming here from Lando, like for Lando and Piastri, it's like 2-3 temps, and they look really good in Hungary, so I was like, yeah, it could go to them. But then I see Mercedes are bringing upgrades, I'm like, and it's Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go Kimi Antonelli. It just makes the most sense. So,
it does.
So I've gone for Kimi Antonelli, sprint pole. Who have you gone for?
I haven't gone for Kimi Antonelli, so you haven't done me over this week. I had, again, I wasn't aware of the McLaren upgrades, but I have gone for Lando Norris.
Okay, yep.
So I'm in the form book, and that momentum McLaren was showing in Hungary, he was so dominant in the end. A track that he does like as well. Obviously, he should have won it last year. That was the race where he retired, weren't he? And Piastri inherited the lead last year.
I think so, yeah. Because like I say, I think at this point in the season, even like last season and the season before, this was when he started to come in his own zone, didn't he? Because the season before, obviously, he didn't win the title, but then this was where he did his title charge against Max, and this is where he's starting to put the pressure on. But did Max end up winning the race?
No, I'm pretty sure Oscar won it because it's a massive 25-point swing. Yeah. But at the time, Max was starting to come back, but he was still out of the picture. He wasn't for another 2 race weeks on where he was actually gaining that momentum as well. So, but again, although Piastri did win it last year, I think Norris would have won it last year. Again, clearly a track that suits his driving style and that he likes. So again, I've got him to get sprint pole. And moving into sprint winner, I've gone for Lando Norris again. On a track, as we've already alluded to, that there isn't too many overtaking opportunities really.
Yeah.
You got down to turn 1 and a sort of going into, again, I'm trying to off the top of my head which turn, but basically it's the right left in like the mini stadium section, isn't it, before the last turn, which is slingshot down obviously the straight as well. So again, I don't think there'll be loads of overtakes in the sprint race. If you're saying there's weather on the way, maybe the race might be a bit more spicy.
Yeah.
But certainly, again, normally, as we've seen this season as well, the sprint races haven't been too great. So I'm expecting the same in Zandvoort, which is why I'm expecting whoever starts on pole to go ahead and win the sprint race as well. So you'll probably be quite pleased because I don't know what you've gone for in the end.
So I think this is the same thing that we always do for sprint pole anyway, because it's sprint races they're not that long.
Yeah.
So by that logic, I have just gone Kimi Antonelli just to back it up. But I did just quick look at the weather. It's only going to be maximum 17 degrees over the whole weekend.
Okay, yeah.
65% chance of rain on the Friday and Saturday, and then 45% chance on the Sunday. So basically, if those statistics are right, in theory, there should be a damp track.
Yes.
So our predictions could be all over the shop.
Yeah.
And that's why...
Like the drivers as well.
Yeah,
if it is that slippy or we expect it to be if it rained.
Yeah, and that's why Overperformer I've gone for him again because he needs to actually beat his teammate this week. But yeah, I've gone for Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
Great in the wet.
Yeah.
Upgrades coming for the engine. The car's looking quicker. The strategy messed him up last week. Not last week, last race. Like, Aston Martin messed him right up, keeping him out there.
Well, we were saying it on the podcast, weren't we? And when we were watching it live, we was thinking if he was being brought in maybe 5, 6, 7 laps sooner, he could have made a much more obviously impression than on Stroll and obviously them last sort of few positions outside the points. Whereas, it just seemed like a bit of a lost cause position when he got to the last stint of the race. So, yeah, I'd expect more this weekend with the promise again of the upgrades because again there was so much promise going into Hungary and it actually worked well.
Yeah.
So if the engine upgrades do the same, then are we thinking points?
I think so. I think if he can get points, it's definitely.
I was gonna say you can't say it based on Stroll. Him beating Stroll is an outperformance.
Hey, he lost time.
But again, there has been obviously.
They've been closer this season.
You have been closer and stuff, but I don't think you can base it on that.
No. I just think he's gonna. He's great in the wet.
Yeah.
Obviously, with all his experience and that, I swear he's been okay at Zandvoort before. I think even when Aston Martin had the good car, was it a few years ago? I think he come third, was it?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
I think because that was the raining. Or I think was that the one that was raining quite a lot. It must have been that one.
That was going to be
23.
3, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been. But anyway, I just think he's gonna just keep the car on the track. He's in the points now. Like, I think the point where he can push now to get points. I think he could have even tried to get points last time if the strategy was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I've gone Fernando Alonso, the outperformer, and I think he's going to do it.
No, I think it's a great call, and again, certainly if he gets points, I'm gonna find it hard come Sunday to debate against that really. So again, especially where Aston Martin were literally over just a race ago.
Who have you gone for your outperformer? The person who's going to strive, who's going to go above and beyond.
I've gone a little bit more rogue this week because I was thinking about this. This is the category I spent the most time on this week. So I was going through the first sort of maybe 4 teams. Okay. There's no one really that's like gone up and down too much.
Yeah.
Again, obviously Charles has come back at Lewis a little bit. Obviously Piastri was sort of nearly on the pace of Lando, but Lando obviously then Piastri had his problems in Hungary. Obviously Max and Isaac have done well for Red Bull considering the package that they've got. Obviously, Russell's slightly underperformed. Well, I say massively underperformed with Santinelli. But again, that wouldn't be an underperformance or an overperformance because that's where he's at the moment.
Yes.
So I've been looking at other drivers, and I have gone quite rogue this week, and I've gone for Alex Albon.
That is very rogue, considering the season he's having is shambolic.
Exactly. Again, I was going to say before picking his name out. Him and Ocon, I would, again, probably say, without even running it by you, that the 2 most underperforming drivers so far this season. Obviously, the packages haven't been great. Obviously, more so, Ocon had a bit more of a package at the start of the season. Didn't utilise it. Behrman did. But Williams have been literally nowhere. And Albon actually has been off the pace quite a lot of Carlos Sainz as well. Not saying it's going to be anything to shout about, but he has been consistently near
behind
the back
him
with the Cadillacs and the Aston Martins.
Well, I think over the last few races, he's just finished literally the position behind Sainz, but he's still finishing behind Sainz. Yeah. He needs to have a reset. This summer break could be the perfect reset.
That's what I'm thinking again. So there's no insight in terms of Williams upgrades. Yeah. You can only think that they will be bringing up some upgrades with that time off, plus where the season that they've had so far. The pressure's going to be on Vowles. Obviously, the pressure on to try and keep Carlos Sainz at the team as well, because it seems no doubt he's probably going to end up at Audi by the end of the season anyway. And again, someone like Albon, for years and years, he's shown that sort of leadership qualities in the team. And will they end up changing both drivers if they can't get out of this mess at the moment? So that's what I'm thinking now. It's going into the second half of the season now. If they can start edging towards the points and actually have a strong race weekend from the team side of things. And obviously, if Albon rediscovers some sort of form, then it gives him a better chance of being an overperformer this week. I don't think points is anywhere near what I'm thinking. But if he is, again, pace-wise and much closer towards the front and not making the mistakes that he has, again, the penalty in Silverstone, he took out the Haas.
Yes.
Stupid move. No, is it Haas? Yeah, it was Haas, weren't it?
What? Was it Behrman?
It was Behrman, weren't it? I think.
Yes, I know. Because it's terrible. It's just like literally.
He's been making these uncharacteristic mistakes, and obviously all the pit stop practice because he's been so far off it and stuff like that. He's doing not. I was
Is it uncharacteristic though? Is it though, really? Right?
Of recent, again, you can go back to his Red Bull days. But the last 2 years for Williams, up to Zandvoort in both seasons. Obviously, Williams have came out of the blocks a little bit, but also he has as well. He's nowhere near it, as we've already highlighted multiple times on this podcast, anyway. But again, it just means there's a greater scope for him to overachieve and overperform this week. Now he's had a reset.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm not expecting points, but if Williams have a clean weekend and he actually shows a bit more pace, beats Sainz and beats maybe a few of them other teams in and around them as well, there's a chance.
Yeah,
it's a slim chance, but I thought, you know what, I've had a reset. Let's go bold a little bit for the first week back. I can recoup a couple of points in a couple of races.
I think it's genuinely not a bad shout, but I've also, I think the thing with Albon though, and I hate to say it in a way, well, he's had no teammates challenge him until Sainz come in.
Yeah.
Sainz only just literally come from a completely different manufacturer, like say Ferrari. The way that obviously they operate to Williams is completely different.
Yeah.
To get embedded that team, it took him that long to get embedded last season. So obviously Alex was always going to look better, and the car was okay then. But then Sainz had better performances from the end of last season. Yeah. So what I don't really know with Albon if. I think Williams is just his level.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if he's. And
I'm not saying here that he should be in a better team than that.
No.
I'm trying to think now in terms of where Williams are in this reset going into second half season. If nothing's more going to come, will Albon go into a different form of motorsport? Will Sainz go on to Audi? And they're left with a new driver line next year.
I think but the thing is, Williams need to look at it, to be honest, because this is not where they want to be.
No.
I think with the performances he's been doing this season, they need to really have a look at it, because at the end of the day, the amount of sponsors that they recoups and going away for the investment.
Yeah. They would have promised obviously a lot going into this season. They were talking about 26 for a while, weren't they? And obviously on the back of last year as well. Again, it was clear that they had such a good start to last season. They took the foot off and started obviously looking ahead towards this year, and it just hasn't worked out at all. So, but again, let's see what happens. But again, it was more of a rogue shout, but I'm happy. I'm happy with that this season. Okay. I won't go for Albon again, most likely. But I thought, this week with a break, you never know.
It could be. I don't know much about their upgrades or anything, but going into underperformance then, Matt. So who do you think is going to be on the opposite scale? Do you think it's going to be
not the opposite scale? Because again, no doubt probably will be Albon.
Exactly.
Now.
So why don't you just put his name down? Then you could. Exactly.
I can understand from your point of view. Then if I did put him for both categories, that would be quite unfair.
Well, no, but the funny thing is, I mean, you guarantee. Well, you guarantee you get a point or not.
Exactly.
Really. Well, it's a weird one, isn't it? So if he does bad, fair enough, you got a point. Yeah. But you can't do that. But anyway, who are you going for?
I have gone, maybe controversially.
Okay.
I've gone for Max Verstappen this weekend.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
As you've already spoke about, which I was going to cover anyway, obviously he loves this track. Obviously this track was made for him, basically, isn't it? At this point. Because he's obviously dominated, obviously since it got introduced back to the calendar. So all I'm thinking is, I didn't know about the upgrades, but obviously going from Hungary, McLaren made a step forward. Ferrari, obviously, were already nearly on the pace of Mercedes. We expect Mercedes to still be quite strong, also bringing upgrades. I think that puts Red Bull fourth team.
Yeah.
Potentially. Obviously, it depends on how the track suits the car and the package and everything else. But again, realistically, if Max isn't in that sort of top 3, top 4, where you'd expect him to be at Zandvoort, then there's a chance for him to be underperformance.
I wouldn't say I'd expect him to be in the top 3 because of just where the car performance is at. I think
we thought that a bit coming to Hungary though, and I was shouting out.
He had a couple of upgrades though, didn't they, for that race? I can just think with Red, like I say, with the top 4 teams, it's one of them where he's been. I think that's his first podium though of the season, so it's not like he's even done. I think it might be second, first or second, but it's like there's been a lot of races.
Was it no? Did he get in Austria?
I don't know. He might have done, but anyway, with that anyway, it's not like the car's been there all season. So
no, it's definitely not. No.
I just think for him, an underperformance for him, which it could happen, but with the brain on the way, obviously, he's such a good driver. So it's a bit of a bold one, really. But I think an underperformance for him, really, it's got to be maybe 7th, because at the end of the day, it was 6th, 7th, 8th. It's got to be the back end of the because has proven, though the top three has been so interchangeable this season that it's been so hard. George, we don't know what George is going to turn up.
No.
It's one of them, but in a way for obviously all the Netherlands and all the Holland fans, of Max fans, the Orange Army is going to be there.
Yeah.
They obviously just want him not to do that. And the party afterwards, there will not be a party afterwards if he has an underperformance.
Exactly.
So basically, the whole of Netherlands hates you right now. Literally.
We put this out, we're not targeting the Dutch at all.
No, definitely not. We'll avoid that area.
Who are you going for?
I have gone for one driver that I thought was going to be really good this season. I haven't heard much in what their team is going to be doing. And I've just gone for Pierre Gasly. I just do not think he's going to have a good performance. Rain on the way, chaos. It could lead to him having a good performance because sometimes he
can make it work, can't he? He's got enough experience now to make it work. But like we alluded to in Hungary as well about the Alpine package, there's not really much going on from what it seems like from the outside. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad show.
It's not a bad show to be honest. I think, but the thing is, like when these sort of interchangeable weather, if it does sort of happen like that, he's normally quite good at them sort of track. Like he'll end up. It's really weird how like all of a sudden you just see Pierre Gasly and he's like top 5 and you're like, how have you got there? Like you're driving literally a blue tractor. How are you where you are?
I mean, blue tractor like going back 2 seasons ago, but it's not that bad now.
I think he's going back there.
He's going backwards, but
because at the start of the season, it's okay. It's a nice little car, but they must have done D grades.
I think the thing is just not done upgrades.
Well, you never know. Especially when especially when he's smashing the wall in Spa and that. The amount of cost for the cost cap and that.
Which is helping you out for your pre-season prediction of the damage champions anyway.
Hey, mate, it's just part of it. It's what I thought. That's why the top. This is the thing. I am the go-to these predictions, as proven as I'm leading somehow. Don't really know how. But moving into pole position, the person who I think is going to be the quickest on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit wet, hopefully. Driver who likes to be in the wet. Now, I can guarantee will like to be in the wet.
Okay.
I've gone for Lando Norris.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I was genuinely debating, honestly, I was going to put Lando for sprint pole and sprint race winner, but I just think...
If you had your bets, again, you're going to know, again, like you said with George, you know what George is going to turn up.
Yeah.
You know Kimi's going to be on it.
Yeah.
So if the package is there, it's Kimi's in the bag.
Yeah.
If the package isn't quite there, you know Kimi will be almost there.
Yeah.
So if he can make it work, he's got a chance.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if you know the track's going to suit other cars, you can still go to these other categories like this one and try your luck.
And the thing is, Norris has looked quick with that car now.
Yeah.
He's got used to the regulations. The car's sort of sorted their reliability issues out over the last couple of races, to be honest. So this is why I genuinely think for the sprint, like you could get those couple of points because he's on fire at the minute. It's him. He could be making a title charge. He's got the World Championship already in the bag.
The confidence is there. That again, he's got nothing to lose at this point. Again, he's in that position where I don't think he's as far back as what Max was in that season.
No.
Last year, but
and with how competitive it's looking like it's going to be for the rest of the season, Kimi Antonelli's not guaranteed to become second or even third.
No.
So, I just think Lando's going to be rapid, as you already predicted for your sprint pole. Yeah. But I've gone for pole position for him, and I just like I say in the way he's quite quick in the way as well. So I'll give him that, and he did qualify on pole, was it last year? Or was that... I
think he did start on pole.
Yeah, because I know them two, they did lock out the front row, didn't they?
Yeah. Because again, there was such dominance then, wasn't it? But obviously Max wasn't as close as what we expected him to be, so...
But who are you gone for?
I've done something similar to what you have said.
Okay.
So I haven't put all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
So again, as I have done that, I think a couple of times this season with Lando, it's not quite gone well.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a bit more promise and a bit more form behind it now. But I'm not that confident enough to go full out.
Okay.
And good job I haven't, because I didn't know coming into this who was going to go first or second, so I hadn't planned a plan B.
Yeah.
I have also gone for a driver not knowing what the weather situation was like.
Okay.
That is good in the rain, which I thought you were going to say, but you haven't. I've gone for Lewis Hamilton.
Do you know what?
So
it's
again, I'm thinking this week, again, that track with this weather that you're saying now, it points more towards. Again, he's still in this fight, isn't he? Again, they weren't quite where we expected them to be in Hungary.
Yeah.
But if Ferrari are bringing in that engine upgrade as well, like you say, you never know where they're going to be. And again, he is on it. So I hope he can get it.
The thing is, honestly, my thoughts going into... I think as the predictions go on, mine are all over the shop, to be honest. But I can see where you're coming from, because he is confident at the moment. Like, the confidence he's bringing in, obviously, Hungary, you could take out of the equation, because that was just a Ferrari mess-up weekend, which should have been so much better.
Well, again, it was all that last run. It obviously blocked Piastri, didn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas if he started, like, again, a couple of 2 or 3 positions further up, who knew what could happen?
Because the thing is, like I say, because it's just positioning your car. As soon as you can position your car well around Hungary, you're fine. Yeah. I think it's not a bad shout, to be honest. Because do you know what? This is how good this season's turning out. Is that we're not just going for the Mercedes drivers, which is what we expected.
In Miami, and then I think the race before Miami, I remember us sitting there. I went for George. I think you went Kimi, or I went Kimi, you went George. And that's what we were hoping for on Sunday. It was just a Mercedes battle. Yeah. And that's where we thought it was heading in that point. But it's so good that the upgrades and then obviously the track dependent stuff as well, it's all factored in. It's making it for hopefully a very good second half of the season.
I think it's going to. And do you know what? I sort of hope all this stuff sort of comes true, because how much fun would it be being an F1 fan, watching the races and watching qualifying, the whole weekend build up, if it's so interchangeable.
Well, and also interchangeable, also how close it is. Imagine again the times where the top 8's covered by like 2 tenths.
Yeah,
it's like that's where the drivers make the difference at that point. It's not the car.
Exactly.
Like whereas you saw in Spa when Kimi was like 5 tenths ahead of Russell, 2 tenths clear of the field. That's the car doing. Again, I'm not putting it away from Kimi. It's amazing, but again, when there's a 5 tenths difference to your teammate, but if it is just a couple of tenths, one mistake and that's it, and that's how qualifying should be.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's got to be pushing to the limits, and like I say, if you do make a mistake, you are punished. But that just proves that gets the best drivers. That's how you get your pole positions, and being the person who has the most pole positions in Formula 1 history. It makes sense.
There we go.
But who you gone for to come last?
Who have I put last?
Well, I'm glad you have put him then, because I put his teammate.
So I think from at least at the moment, I think we could be confident in saying Cadillac are going to be in this remit, aren't they?
They're going to be like, yeah.
We're going to hope that they finish for their sake, to get more data and obviously improve on that, because obviously they've showed in recent race weeks there the reliability has gone down the pan.
Yeah.
But we're still considering to back them, and in fact I expect them to finish.
Yeah.
So I've gone for Valtteri Bottas, and you've gone for Sergio Perez.
Yes, I have. Well, because unless for some random wacky reason, well, the only reason they won't come last is if they break down.
Well, if brakes are on fire or suspension.
Well, if the brakes are on fire and it's raining, that means the brakes.
Cooler. So Valtteri might be able to nurse it to the end.
It'd be impressive though if they're still on fire.
He's always on fire.
Yeah. He's pushing that brake pedal bloody hard. And he's like, no, I don't want to move. This car's terrible.
It's going too quick. He's holding back.
Yeah, that's what.
Before the season, before the summer break, he's like, don't let them know that we're on their back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All this Aston Martin talk. Cadillac. We're not expecting anything different going into Zandvoort, are we? So
I genuinely think they need. I don't even know what they need, to be honest, anymore, because I just it doesn't look like they're going to go any further forward.
No.
And even going into next season, where's this investment, the actual upgrade, all this going to come from? When at the end of the day, it's great that they're in the sport, and this is probably why Williams and that didn't want him in, because they're just last, they're taking money away from others.
Yeah.
And it does make sense, but if they can actually start challenging there and upgrading to get to a challenging point, even to challenge for 17th, 18th place, it's a massive difference compared to where they're at now. They're just
now Aston Martin took that step. They're now literally like, half a second to a full second behind the next car.
Yeah.
They were not talking about getting out of Q1. We're talking about literally beating the next driver.
Yeah, no, and the only reason they won't beat the next driver is because they've either made a mistake. If it is wet, they might make it. Imagine, they might make Q3, mate. You never know.
We never know. Well, who you got for the worst team anyway?
The worst team?
You do go first,
Yeah, but I can't really go Cadillac because we expect so little of them anyway. Yeah, I think that's the thing with them. It's like, well, they're guaranteed to be that bad, so it's not like they can get any worse.
Ultimately, like we did when I predicted them in Spain, if they literally last, Austria, they literally lasted 6 laps. That's when you can do the slam dunk. Whereas if they're finishing last, that's it.
Yeah.
If they're both retiring, depends on what else happens in the race, doesn't it?
But I'm not being boring. So I've gone for the constructor that my underperformer drives for, and I've gone for Alpine. I just think they're just going to be carnage. I just think Colapinto and Gasly this weekend, the pressure's on. They need to improve. If it is wet, they'll crash. And I can see it happening. They're going to crash throughout the weekend. They'll be causing damage. Upgrades. Briatore's going to be on the phone to some random drivers going, okay, next week, mate, you're in. And I don't know who he's going to be, because I don't know who they're going to get better than who they're at. They're probably going to bring Ocon back for some random reason. He didn't even like them in the first place, but he's going to some reason bring him back. I just think it's just...
Normally when you mow the merch as well, normally it goes bad anyway when you hype them up. Yeah. Actually, your time will be terrible, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Nor do I, and I just think that in the minute, everything with Alpine is just chaos.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's just such an unstable run team, like nothing's going well, that... This is not the weekend. They wanted a draw. If it's a draw weekend, they might be okay. But they need just a nice, smooth weekend. And I think this weekend for all the constructors is not going to be smooth, and it's not going to be good for Alpine.
There we go.
Who are you gone for?
So I had 3 teams I was debating. One of them was Alpine.
Yeah,
because
sense.
as we've said already, and you've just alluded to as well, the lack of progress being made. The 2 other teams I had that I was thinking about, because I expect all the top teams to take a step forward, and a lot of teams towards the back not really moving too much, especially when their gap's so hard to get to the points at the moment as well. So one team I did consider was Aston Martin, just in case their engine upgrades don't go to plan, and Hungary was track dependent, and they are around, probably not as bad as Cadillac, but if they are in front of Cadillac, but still around the same sort of pace as they were shown before, but I couldn't pin my hopes just on that.
Okay.
On pure lap time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have in the end gone for Red Bull.
See, I knew that was where you're going from how you were going, because I was thinking about it then. I haven't heard anything about Red Bull in terms of upgrades.
You've backed your underperformer. I've backed mine as well. So Max was my underperformer. So I'm thinking, okay, if Max can't deliver and get, say, into the top 5, top 6, obviously based on his package as well as whatever happens during the race, normally you'd expect Isaac to be behind him as well.
Oh, he will be behind.
So
him.
again,
it's like a guarantee. It's like does a bear shit in the woods? Yes. So Isaac Agile's going to be behind.
And this is why you tune into even podcasts for things like that.
It's just things that happen. It's like 100%, doesn't it?
Well, if Max crashes, that's an underperformer, isn't it? Technically,
but somehow Isaac will still finish behind him. I don't know how. He's
just not past the point on the track where he's crashed.
Look, Max's teammates just don't know how to beat Max. I just don't know. I know Isaac's actually had an okay year this year, but he just... I can't see it. I just can't see it.
So either way, there's not loads to go from, but the fact that, like you say, there's not much to go on in terms of progress and promise shown in terms of the media from upgrades, it is a safer bet to go to Red Bull.
No, I think, do you know what, mate? It's a good shout. I can't fault it, to be honest, because like I say, if they both finished 7th, 8th, considering where they were in Hungary, they've not done well at all. Best team, though?
Best team.
Who have you gone for? Who do you think is going to be making that steps forward? Who do you think is going to be going above and beyond where they were, or just going to have a great race weekend?
I think for great race weekend, and to show an improvement on the last race week when we hyped them up, I'm going Ferrari.
Okay.
Ferrari, obviously, in Hungary, didn't get everything together, which is one of the first times we've seen that this season. They had so much momentum at that point. Obviously, like I said before, I didn't know about the engine upgrades that will come into Zandvoort this weekend, but I think the track will suit them. I think the drivers will be on it. Obviously, already backed Lewis to get the race, the feature race, the main race, qualifying pole. So hopefully you're going Ferrari as well, which is why you're typing away.
I did go Ferrari, and this is what I like when I was saying about my predictions. And this is what it's sort of annoying that I really wanted Ferrari, just because I thought with their upgrade to come in, I was trying to cover better, so that's why I said Lando pole. I think if we go Ferrari for this,
sprint. If you see differences, say in weather as well, like say from the Saturday to Sunday, it might suit certain drivers especially, but also certain cars in certain ways as well.
But the thing is, the only reason where I'm now thinking maybe not for Ferrari is if it is wet.
I can't remember the last time Ferrari were good in the wet.
Well, it's not that. Ferrari are never really great in the wet.
Yeah.
Lewis is good in the wet.
Yeah.
Scholes hates the wet. If it starts raining, he is terrible. I don't know what goes on. Surely you've learned to. I know you live in Monaco, mate, and it's always basically sunny all the time. But surely you've raced on a bloody wet track. But surely you've been on a I don't know. There's something about it. I don't fully know. It just seems like he's not as capable as the others. So I am annoyed that they can't have Ferrari. But on the other hand, I am just going to go for McLaren. Yeah. The upgrades come in. How good they were looking in Hungary. I've obviously gone for Lando to go pole.
Yeah.
I just think the confidence they're bringing forward and I think that, to be honest, it's quite good to see because considering, like, say, 4 or 5 races ago, they were 5th and 6th, pace was off.
Yeah.
Reliability weren't great either, but I just can see them doing bits as well, and it just shows how good this season's going to be. That like there could be another team that's challenging like this. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's not a bad shout.
There we go. So most full sends.
Yes, there are.
You get to go first.
Yes, my most full sends.
And I think we might actually go for the same driver, maybe.
Probably not, no.
This has happened once this season, so I'm going to call it now because I've gone for a driver that you quite like.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I've picked him.
No.
I've gone for
you're not going for an Alpine anyway, have you?
Hey, they can crash a lot. They can overtake a lot. But then they could crash. If they crash everyone off, technically it's an overtake.
It depends if the car passes the other cars.
It will. It'll pass, and then they'll break down. So they've overtaken 10 cars.
I was hoping Valtteri would do that in Hungary, but it never happened.
It's going to happen in Zandvoort. That's wet. It's just going to go through everyone.
The brakes start on fire, even though it's trench or rain. Just no brake performance.
I've got no brakes.
Who have you gone for? Full sends.
Full sends. Okay.
Which you're not expecting to be many, are we?
No.
If you get more than 3, I reckon you've got a chance. So
yeah, I can see that. I think, to be honest, with how it is, if it is wet, you want someone that's going to be good in the wet.
Yeah.
I spoke about him earlier. I've gone for Fernando Alonso.
There we go.
Because I think he's going to qualify. I think he's going to be good anyway this race weekend. Hopefully, if he qualifies like 14th, 13th, 14th, something like that. And then if it's wet and you can just make those couple of...
I think it's a really good call. Again, if I knew more about when that was coming, or if it does come, obviously I know it's multiple times this season, but if it does arrive, Fernando's definitely one of them names that you'd want in that category. Oh,
I think so too. You just want someone that's stable, like a Max, like a Fernando, Lando. You just want the drivers that... It's just like second nature to them, just driving in the wet. There's some drivers like a Charles or... well, to be honest, there aren't many that aren't. I would say most of the worst drivers, to be honest, are just not as capable. Obviously, the car's not as good as well, but they're just not as capable. But yeah, I've gone for Alonso. Don't know how many he's going to be. If he gets 1, that's basically kind of 1. So I'll take that. But who are you gone for?
I was debating this one again for quite a while because I didn't know who to go for because you've got the top 4 teams that were not expected to move too much. The RBs just stay 8th and 9th.
Yeah, they do not move.
They do not move at all. So I think for Limlad and Lawson, unfortunately, we won't be using them in this category for a while, I don't think.
We don't really talk about them either.
They're doing such a good job. You don't need to talk about them.
They're so steady. They're steady in that position. They never outperform because they finish in the same position. Yeah. And it's annoying because you can't say, oh yeah, they outperformed, but they finished 8th.
Yeah.
But it's like...
That's what we've become to expect of them now as well. So I have gone for another team that has shown promise recently and a driver that certainly showed promise. I've gone for Gabby B.
You know what?
I think outside that typical top 10 that we've been seeing before the summer break, he's the driver that's shown me more in terms of overtakes, showing more pace as well. So I think he's starting to really find his feet now as well, which I certainly didn't predict at the start of the season. If you've seen the video that we posted what would have been last week when you see this. You'll see why, but
I'm just a goat, mate. I just know where people.
Gabby might be the goat at this rate, the way he's going on.
Do you know what? He's had a good season.
He had a very good season, and I think I think he will show it hopefully again in Zandvoort, where again if the Audi's not quite got the pace in qualifying, he's shown multiple times now that he can make the overtakes happen as well. So he's got probably a high ceiling and a high potential for the most false ends as well. So that's why I went for him.
No, it's a good shout, mate. To be honest, I think we don't know what's going to happen.
No,
there could be no overtakes. It could be safety car just driving around for 70 laps or whatever it is.
And we'll be smug come Wednesday when we film our recap video. They'll be like, oh, we didn't do a watch along this week.
Oh, yeah, Dad, just missed that. I'm watching it anyway, but at least the thing is, I'd feel bad for people watching us if I had you, but you'd just be there like, well, what can we talk about? Oh,
yeah.
But is it Bernd Langer or what? No, what's his name? Is it Bernd Langer?
No,
I forgot what the safety car drive, but he'd be just there like drifting it round the corners, thinking, bloody hell. And then the other driver, I was going slow. He's like there, like flooring. I'm fucking out. But yeah, moving into our podium.
Yes, big podium.
You get to go first.
Okay.
So you get to go. So you go third place. Who are you going for?
See, I don't think I can impact you here. Obviously, don't set up to be strategic anyway. I've gone for Kimi Antonelli at third place.
Okay.
Which I think you've probably put him higher. So I don't think I've impacted you at all here by me putting him in third place. Again, no reason as to why.
Yeah.
I think he'll be thereabouts. He always is. The package will still be good, but I just don't think it'll be as good as the other packages that are coming.
Yeah, and I've just gone against everything I've just been saying.
Go on then.
I got for Charles Leclerc.
Oh, is it? Well, 45% on Sunday, did you say, versus 65 on Saturday. So if the rain's not there...
Exactly, and I think he's going to just somehow turn up. I don't think he's ever actually done very well at Zandvoort. I
can't remember him doing it. I can't remember being, yeah.
I can't remember him finishing.
We'll check this afterwards, actually.
I genuinely can't, because the only memories I have of Zandvoort is Max.
Yeah.
And that is it. I don't know if he's been good or not, but anyway, I'll go for Charles Leclerc. I'll go third because...
why not?
Well, yeah, exactly, because I wanted Ferrari were going to be my best team call.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've gone for him.
So have you gone Kimi second then?
I have gone for Kimi Antonelli to come second. It was a debate whether to be first or second, but with the pace improvement that we've been seeing from the upgrades from that everyone's bringing, I just don't know, but I still think he's going to be competitive and he's going to be near the top. That's why I've gone for him to be second, and that's why he's going for third, mate. He's still going to be on the podium, he's still going to be getting points, and he's still going to be leading the championship, and he's going to probably win it by Malaysia. Well, by Bahrain Grand Prix.
I was going to say, you're definitely wrong then.
But who you gone for?
I've gone for Lando Norris in second. So I've gone for another mixed constructors podium.
Yep. Okay.
I think you might have done as well.
You have to wait and see, mate. You have to wait and see.
So yeah, I've got Lando Norris for second. I think he's going to be thereabouts all weekend, as I have predicted him for obviously sprint dominance.
Yeah.
Just falling short in the race.
Which would be... I can see it.
But again, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes home the victory as well. Which I think is coming on to your first place.
No, because you get to go first.
Ah, yes. Well, I don't think I'll be impacting you here, I don't think, anyway.
No, and I think I already know who you're going for, but carry on.
Go on.
I think you've gone for the other Ferrari driver.
Yeah.
Lewis
Hamilton to win the Zandvoort Grand Prix.
And I can see it as well, because I say the pole position, the car, if it is where he's good at those conditions, like we said before, and the confidence is showing this season, and hopefully the car and the package is there this weekend, because the Hungary, we're just hoping for Ferrari's case, it was just an anomaly. We don't need that.
Yeah.
We need Ferrari to be competing.
Yeah, especially from a constructor's point of view, but also keeping the drivers there as well. But I think my podium, from an F1 fan point of view, after a summer break, the current leading Drivers' World Championship leader is Kimi in third. Lando, who had an excellent Hungary Grand Prix that could build momentum, in second. And the main person challenging Kimi to win the race as well.
It's not a bad option, to be honest, but mine's only one person different, because I got for Lando to win the race. And to be honest, even if this happens, because Charles is not that far behind Lewis.
No, it's true.
So like, if this one happens, if both of ours happen, we'll laugh and we get 5 points, which is probably never going to happen, because it's absolutely terrible.
That's how it's happened so far. If you haven't seen all our previous podcasts, you've seen this for the first time. and you're still with us at this point.
Yeah. Don't know how, but we're okay. But yeah, no,
we're a bit rusty, guys. 4 weeks, done some different videos as well, different bit of content, haven't we, as well? So
somehow now it's going to revert to how we thought it was going to be at the start of the season. It's going to be George, Antonelli, and then it's going to be Charles or Lewis or someone.
Yeah.
And if it's like that, then it just shows how hard it is to predict, because there's been that many podiums now where there's been 3 different constructors. Like, there has been a few more now. So that's why we've both gone for it. We've both gone for the same constructors. There's been no Red Bull on here. So if Max somehow turns up now...
Which he can do.
And he probably will do. He's going to win the race, make us look stupid, and then Netherlands are going to hate us. We're never going to be able to go there. Let's just say, let's just call it off now, really. Let's just stop. Okay, I get to go first in the next bit, which is our little own category that we made. Obviously, it's the home driver
Grand Prix,
and it's Super Max. And after conversations, we both know that we both are predicting him not to come on the podium. Yes, that is what we're going.
I've just put in P3, wasn't it? I haven't. I promise.
Yeah. Well, if you've done that, then I give up. But I just be like, no.
But it's just be stupid at this point. We just do it. So yeah.
I have gone for Max.
Yeah.
To finish.
I think I think you've got a better scope here to get points.
Maybe, maybe not. But I just thought of this spot anyway, because I did think the Red Bull was going to be a little bit off. But he does like the track. I think he's going to come 5th. That's where I've gone with. I just think George, he's looked okay at points. He might come 4th with my podium, and then Piastri might finish. I think it's going to be...
Where's Hamilton in all this for you?
Hamilton, he's crashed, mate.
He's great in the wet. Cars on fire.
Yeah, but he's better in the wet.
It could happen.
Max is much better in the wet.
He is.
Well, my opinion is, but Lewis has been unbelievable in the wet over his whole career, but Max is just an animal.
Yeah.
Brazil. That bloody overtake and turn 3 against Rosberg. It's like, no one does that. No one dares to go. Holding the drift in the bloody last corner as well. Not going... He is... I don't know, his sensitivity, someone needs to get his DNA checked or something checked on it, because he's mental. He's just but yeah, I've gone for him to come 5th. Think he's going to have a good race weekend. And by how you saying earlier, you have got to have gone lower then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I've gone 6th.
Yeah, bitch. To be honest, I think, like I say, if he finishes 6th,
and that's Max finishing 6th in Zandvoort as well. Again, putting in Hadjar potentially 7th, 8th here as well. So again, to back the Red Bull side of things. But again, that's why I was saying it's got more scope, because his history there and how good he is there. Yeah. If he can drag that package up to even into the podiums, I knew you were going to be more close to getting the points, because I knew you were going to predict him higher than me in this category.
But not much higher. But it wasn't like I even thought, even from the conversation, it's not like we changed the predictions from what you've been talking about. Because I could have easily been like, you know what, I wanted him to come 2nd. But no, I'll change it now. But no, but that's
you're going to be closer anyway.
It could happen. If it's a wet qualifying, it could get pole.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's so many unknowns, which is so good to see for Formula One. Whether it all happens or not, we don't know. But
that rounds up our preview and predictions towards obviously the Dutch Grand Prix. Obviously, if you're still here at this point, definitely like, subscribe, and comment below as well what you think about our predictions so far. And then we sort of lend this sort of last bit of the podcast towards Fantasy F1, don't we? We do, yes. So, have you made any changes? I've made 2. Okay, I like it. My phone's gone off again. So, I'll do it off the top of my head. Okay. So, I made a constructor transfer and a driver as well. Okay. So, constructors, I've moved from Mercedes over to Ferrari. Yeah. Because of form. Yeah. And also, this track, I think it'll suit Ferrari more. And also, it helps me from the cost cap point of view, bring some money back in. And I think Ferrari have started to inch back now in the overall points so far this season. So I think they offer more value than Mercedes at this point. Yeah. Again, if George goes and walks this weekend, I might be switching him back again next race week. But that also gave me more funds to make one driver swap, which I'm quite stuck of where to go now, because I've got both Antonelli, I've got Hamilton still in. So that backs me up for this weekend a little bit anyway. I've got Lawson Limblad, because as we said already, RBs are just consistent. I can't, with the amount of money I've got left, I can't move them 2 drivers to anyone different other than Gasly. Yeah. And why would you do that at this point of the season? You wouldn't. So it just leaves me with Nico Hulkenberg who's a tremendous value now at 3 million.
Yeah.
But have made the step forward and have moved into Gabby Bortoletto because I do think he has a higher potential for more points at Audi. And that's the only driver I would swap out Hulkenberg for at this stage, being that sort of value point.
It makes sense for replacing for his teammate that's performing better, better chance of points. It makes sense. I have made 2 changes as well.
Okay.
And I've done exactly the same thing. I made a constructors change and a driver's change, which you're very surprised at bring your face there because I did have Mercedes and Ferrari.
Yes. You talk about this move, this play you made going to Hungarian Grand Prix.
I think it's still a great play.
I still think it would be.
Because I've just got rid of Mercedes and brought in McLaren. So now I've got McLaren and Ferrari, and if they're going to just start...
If they're 1, 2, 3, 4...
Oh, mate, I'm laughing. But the thing is, to cover myself, I got rid of Scholl, crap in the wet, brought in Kimi Antonelli.
I thought you were going to say Hamilton then or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's become 8th, 9th crash. But I'm going to bring him in F1 fantasy, cover not all my eggs in one basket.
Do you know what? Imagine if I did that. It would make me look a right idiot, right?
Trust me, guys, we do know what we're talking about in a little bit.
I don't know.
No.
I really don't know. We just bought a camera and we went, yeah, we'll just talk about it. We don't even know what F1 is. We're in the watch shop. They're not even watching it. We just say random stuff.
We're just watching football in the background.
Yeah. We don't even know what that is. But yeah, no, I made them a couple of changes. They're both solid teams. And I might look at changing a couple of points. Like I say, Lawson and Lindblad. I mean, it's just solid. They should just get a point. Yeah. I can't really change them. And obviously, I got my Perez and Hulkenberg for the... Just a bit
offset the constructors, which you still got 2 strong constructors in there, ain't you? So.
But guys, we'll be seeing you on the week after because that's when we'll be doing the Wednesday. But we'll have to do the race review because when you get back, and we'll be doing that. We shall be, hopefully. I don't know really.
Yeah, probably a bit more content as well from us. There's a few different videos as well in between of the race weeks now as well. Obviously, there's a few other things that we're looking at, aren't they? Which we can't say too much on at the moment. So we are looking at a few things. So hopefully we'll have more coming soon about that as well. Yeah, hopefully. It's all positive news that we didn't think would be quite happening. We're absolutely positive. We'll see what the conversations happen and that. But it's great. But please like, subscribe, follow, share. Go to our Instagram as well and do it on there as well. And we'll see you on the next one. Yes. Peace. Bye.